The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Dolphins at 3-6 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Tua now on first down. Another catch there for Waddle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Tua, fast pass outside complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 9 here. Garoppolo looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. You look at this Raiders defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this returnable for Rager. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Garoppolo now. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3 our score. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stand.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here we go, here we go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They faked the handoff. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
2, a final shot before half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
46 yards on the play. And a Raider first down.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
21G, 21G. Hey, 21 TA.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The rookie Tyree Wilson, a 1st-round pick, there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. On play action, here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's brought down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tua to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua now, third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it makes the score 21-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Watson, Oscar.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Come on, 2.
Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
20 TX. Yeah. 20 TX.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That's Tua's running back, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
21G, 21G. Hey, 21T.
Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And hang on here, we got an injured player, and that is QB Tua Tagovailoa, who's in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now White steps away. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here now, third down. Here's White. Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. White looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 3rd and 7. They're going to pitch this out to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one